This is a great start to this trip. I stop for a quick dinner at a Popeyes and I get the mark of the beast. So this trip started out as usual. The weather was beautiful for the first 3 days of kayaking and camping, and then it turned on me. The weather and the lake told me to get lost, and so I obeyed the Almighty and I got the hell out of there. Well, I just arrived at Agawa Bay Campground and Lake Superior Provincial Park, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning and it's 4 degrees Celsius, so it's a little chilly. This is going to be where I launch from. I'm going to head north in that direction. The water is so nice and calm right now, it's perfect for getting started. Talk to you later. Alright, well, I've brought everything down to the beach. Now I gotta see if I can fit all of this stuff inside that kayak. We'll see how it goes. Alright, well, here we go. We got it all in there and on there. It's going to be a heavy boat, not going to be fast, but it's going to be fun. We'll see you later. Well, we just launched day one. The water is so nice and calm. If it stays like this, I should have a good day. It's really starting to warm up. It's about time to take off a layer, I think. Oh yeah. This is what I'm here for. Yeah. Crystal clear water. Rock gardens to maneuver around. Yeah, this looks like a place where I might be able to get out. So that was the Agawa Bay campsite I just happened to stop at, and it was a good little spot to get a layer off, dry my feet a little bit, and switch some things around, have a little rest, and off we go again. And by looking at the map, like I'm already almost halfway to my campsite, and it's only 10:30 in the morning, so I'm going to be at my campsite fairly early in the day, and which makes it nice. I can relax at camp, not have to rush to set things up. It's going to be a nice camp. So there's no fire ban for this area, but my fire pit is up there in the woods, and with all the forest fires that are going on in the province right now and even in the country, I would hate to have a stray spark get something going out of control up there. So we're gonna have a fire on the beach today. Well, I think I got my camp pretty much set up here. Here's my tent. Here's my bear fence around my tent. That's about it for now. It'll soon be time to start dinner. Well, this is campsite number 2. So, reading the map's going to get a little tricky going on forward because my reading glasses fell overboard. I heard a kaplunk about like half an hour ago in the water. I didn't really pay much attention to it, and then I went to get my reading glasses and they weren't there. Oh well, I'll get by. Okay, here we are at camp number 2. I got here about 2 o'clock, so I've had plenty of time to set up camp again. It's about 9 kilometers from my last point. And here we are. A bear fence all the way around. I did a larger perimeter this time. I felt a little too tight on the last one. So it doesn't really take any longer to go further. So I think that's what I'll try and do whenever I can. Just gives me more space, less likely to bump into it and electrocute myself. But yeah, here we are. And my trek tomorrow is again about another 9 kilometers. So no rush to get up in the morning. Like I can sleep till 7 or 8 o'clock and make breakfast and be on the water again by 10 or 11. And then I'll still get to my next destination by like 2 in the afternoon. It's about the same distance that I did today. So it shouldn't be too hard to get to my destination tomorrow as long as the weather is good. And I can't get a signal out here, so I have no idea what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. So we'll just have to wake up in the morning and hope for the best. If it's really like it is now, then no problem. If it's blustery and wavy, then we'll have to see, I guess. Morning number 2. Had a pretty good sleep again last night. Water is like glass right now, so hopefully it stays that way. Breakfast, coffee good, oatmeal good, powdered eggs are shit. They all went underwater. That's funny. Ooh, fish to rest. That was hard going there for a little bit. The swell just came out of nowhere. It was so nice and calm, and then just built and built and built. Okay, we have just arrived at our final campsite where I'll be staying for 2 nights. And probably during the day tomorrow when I have nothing to do, I'll jump in the kayak and just explore a little and then come back here and spend another night here. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Woo. Promising. Yep. Okay. Yeah. This might be a little nicer than the last one. This is like a little blue lagoon here. Kind of sweet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can see myself checking out a sunset. Well, this is working out really well so far. The water was much rougher today, but still nothing I couldn't handle. It does make you a little nervous when you're out in the deeper water, but I like to stay close to shore and it's not too bad. All right, I guess I better start unpacking my kayak and get my camp set up. All right, I got the sun behind me, keeping my back warm, and we're having milk and spaghetti tonight. But it's more like a soup, even though I followed the directions. Oh well, it's food. Okay, just finished cooking breakfast. Once again, I'm up here on this rock where I had my coffee. Now I've cooked my breakfast. Look at this, I've got a mountain of pancakes, coffee. Underneath that, there's a bunch of bacon. So this is gonna be good. I'm gonna sit here, enjoy my breakfast, and chill for as long as I can. So I'm sitting here on this rock, thinking about what I'm going to do today, since I'm not going to go exploring in the kayak. But I did bring my hiking boots and a long pair of pants, so I haven't really done much exploring around the woods. And like I said earlier, this entire coast is a huge, long trail. And I see people daily out here. I probably see, if I could guess, between 5 and 10 people a day I see walking this trail. Of course, they look like they're through hiking because they've got huge backpacks and all the gear, but I'm just going to throw on some long pants and some boots and have a look around. Well, I almost had a day to relax here, and I had a pretty relaxing morning, but I was able to get through to my partner who could give me a forecast, and it looks like pretty heavy rain all day tomorrow, which means I'd be stuck in camp for another day. But I'm not real excited about getting going here because, as you can see, the water has gotten pretty rough. It's about at my limits for comfort. Just launching is going to be difficult without getting soaking wet. But yeah, we're going to try and get 2 or 3 hours back up to where my last camp was and see if I can hunker down there for the night and hang out there for a full day tomorrow in the rain if I have to. Okay, here we go. Whoopsie daisy. Really coming around that corner. Smells. 'Too much turbulence. Turbulence is the worst. The swell, especially if you're kayaking towards it, you can see it coming. You can balance yourself as you go. You can turn into it if you see a big one coming. You know, the swell is okay. The turbulent water that you get near the shore, that's tricky. Because what you've got, the big swell coming in, hitting that wall of rock, and then just like a sound wave, that wave bounces back and goes back the other way. Okay, so here's the deal. In my rush to change campsites and move closer to getting back, I rushed through the day. You know, I had to quickly pack up everything because there's a rain and potential storm coming tomorrow. I want to be in a position where I'm not stuck at the other camp for 3 days, where I can be stuck at this one maybe for 2 days. But anyhow, in doing so, I've got my camp now. I've got my rain fly set up, and my tent, of course. And it's about time to start making some food. I don't know if I'm going to call it dinner or lunch because I skipped lunch in an attempt to get here. And so now I'm just tired. I'm gonna make something to eat, and then I'm gonna rest for a little while. Well, I'm all hunkered down for a rainy day tomorrow. And it's finally time to relax a little bit. My camp is set. Everything is about as water resistant as I can make it. And this is what I'm sitting in front of right now. This is my beach fire in the sunset. I got the kayak turned upside down so it doesn't fill with water overnight while it's raining. The sky does not look like it's gonna rain. It is so beautiful right now, but a lot can change overnight, I guess. All right, good night. Well, I just got up, looked at the water, and I am not going anywhere today. It's a good thing. I made a good decision yesterday to head for this campsite, because at least I'm one campsite closer to home. And it looks like I'm stuck here for today. I'm not getting out of here. This water is just way beyond my comfort level. Just launching, I'll swamp the boat just launching. So, and this is a fairly protected cove here. If you can see on both sides, I'm kind of protected here, and still the water's coming in pretty hard. So it's even worse out there in places. All right, let's start breakfast. So just had another pancake and bacon breakfast, which was awesome. Again, I shaved some chocolates into the pancakes to give them some flavor. That was really good. Not as nice as the way I ate it on my last campsite, where I was, the sun was shining and there was a light breeze and I was up on a big rock looking out over the lake. Today, I'm sitting under my rain fly. And the rain is just kind of, it's not bad. It's just like an off and on drizzle at this point. But the water's still really rough, so there's no sense in even trying to pack up and get out of here. I'm just going to hang in here for another full day. Well, things are not going as planned. About a couple hours ago, it got really nasty. I had to get inside my tent just to stay warm. The wind really picked up. And it was a pretty heavy rain for the last 2 hours. It's forecasting rain all the rest of the day and all night tonight. And even if I wanted to go, like you could probably hear the surf right now. Like, it is rough. The water, that roaring sound, that's the water. It is rough out there. So even if the rain stopped today, I'm not going out. So it seems like they're forecasting the same for tomorrow. So I'm not sure what to do at this point. Okay, I'm back inside my tent. It has gotten cold out there. The wind is just howling, and the water is super rough. I'm stuck here for sure for today. But I was able to get out there, use the bathroom, and I boiled some water, made some pad thai. So I gotta let that sit for about 18 minutes. That's a long time, I think. But anyway, not like I'm going anywhere. So, as you can see, the rain has stopped, and I think it's going to stop till around 8 o'clock. It's a good thing that I'm getting some kind of a spotty connection with my partner, because she's been giving me some weather updates, and if not for that, I'd be screwed, because I really wouldn't know what's happening or how to plan. So I'm grateful for that. But it's obvious I'm not getting out of here today. It's really cold, really windy. It's time for me to go and layer up some clothing so that I can just start doing some stuff outside. Okay, so here's where we are. The wind has really picked up quite a bit. I've gone out and put in a few more tent pegs in the tent to stake it down a little more securely. Not sure how long my fly is going to last out there. It's really getting beat up by the wind. Well, I've been communicating with my partner to try and find a way out of here. This weather's not letting up until Sunday, apparently. So she was able to get a hold of the park office, and they're sending a rescue team to extract me. Thing is, I gotta hike out. I gotta find the hiking trail out to the road. It doesn't look that far on the map, but maps can be deceiving. But I think it's less than a kilometer to the road. But you can see the conditions here. The water has only gotten rougher since yesterday, and it's only gotten colder, and the wind has gotten stronger. It's not raining at the moment, but there is rain in the forecast starting at 11. So I'm going to pack up as much as I can right now and hike it out to the road. It's 9 o'clock in the morning right now, and they're going to meet me at the road at 1:30. So I'll try and have everything ready so that when they get here, they'll just need to help me get my kayak out. I'll have everything else ready, I hope. All right. It's been fun, but I'm saying bye to this place. Well, I'm glad I'm getting extracted, because there's a bear around here. I just started to notice bear tracks. There's another one. It's been raining, so it's hard to tell how fresh they are. Yeah, here's another one. But one definitely wandered through here at some point recently. Well, I'm getting ready to be extracted, I guess. I got everything packed now except the tent that I'm sitting in and my little chair that I'm sitting on. Other than that, I'm all ready to go. I thought I would leave this for last because it's going to take me a minimum of 2, maybe 3 trips to get everything out to the meeting point, not including the kayak, which I can't do by myself. I did explore the trail to see what it was like, and man, it is treacherous. It is, well, for starters, it's all rock right against the shoreline, and the rock is wet, so your footing's got to be just right all the time or you're going to slip. And the rock has that green moss on it, so it makes it really slippery. So it's not an easy trek out of here. It's about 30 minutes of hard hiking, empty-handed. Now, I got to start carrying my dry bags out of here, like maybe 2 in each hand is the most I can manage at a time. Because they're not light either. I mean, I got a lot of gear in those little bags. So what I'll do is I'll trek out with one load, get to the road, hide my gear somewhere in the bushes, come back, sit here again in my tent, and catch my breath, because I know I'm gonna be wiped after one trip out there and back. And then I'll do it again, and we'll just kind of estimate the time at that point and see where we are. My pickup is scheduled for 2:30 this afternoon. It's 11 o'clock now. I can definitely get one trip in out there and back. Can I get a second trip in before 2:30? I think so. Yeah, I think so. So if I can get most of the gear out there before the guy comes, then all we'd have to get mainly is the kayak, which is going to be a son of a bitch to try and get across that terrain. Like, it is literally climbing on boulders, jumping from rock to rock, trying to avoid the surge of water that's pounding against the edge of the rock and splashing up where you're walking. And it's not going to be a fun trek out of here. But what other choice do I have? There's no boats allowed on the water today. It's too rough. So they can't come and get me by boat, which would probably be the easiest if that was even possible, but it's obviously not possible. So yeah, just gonna finish having a little rest here, have some snacks, get some water in me, and pick up some stuff and go. I also wanted to mention, I am so glad that I packed my hiking boot, because there's just no way I could walk that trail in my sandals and socks, especially since my sandals started falling apart when I got here. I mean, they were fine when I left home, but they're in pieces right now. It's all coming apart, so not very stable. But yeah, I have to thank my partner for convincing me to take my hiking boots along with me. Didn't think I'd ever need them, but man, it's a lifesaver right now. Well, I had a guy come and pick me up, and he helped me hike out the kayak, which was quite a chore, getting over some of those treacherous areas. I already hiked out most of the gear. There's just a little bit of gear left, so I got to go back in one more time, grab the remaining bit of gear that's there. While I'm doing that, he's getting the kayak strapped down to his trailer. But it's going to take me a good 30 to 40 minute turnaround time here on this hike. He'll just have to wait for me. He's a pretty good guy, though. When he showed up here, this is not what he expected, so he's been really accommodating, and I appreciate that.
Hey there, my friends. If you enjoy my videos and you would like to see more, click subscribe, and don't forget to click on the little bell to get your notifications. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Just look for The Atheist Experiment and you'll find me. See you next time, and stay skeptical.
I don't know what the nutritional value of KD and wieners is, but what I do know is that my soul was malnourished, and now I am full again.